and Jeffrey in a little sketch or song or called Groovy. Groovy. Is that right? Groovy. Yes. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to this evening of enlightenment and intellectual stimulation as we've just had and we will continue to have, because I'm going to discuss and together with a certain eminent professor, the stumbling blocks of bilingualism, especially if the second language you don't know it so well. It could cause some hilarious mistakes or embarrassing mistakes, and in the case of grave errors, a bit of a shock. The shock could sometimes go up to 1,000 volts. So in that case, do you use Voltaren? And if the Voltaren doesn't work, the doctor who prescribed it to you made a medical error, so you need to sue him, so you need to call your avocado. I am going to play the avocado's advocate and give you another demonstration. A dog, a female dog, has puppies. What if all those puppies are little female puppies? What do you have in the corner? Chiot. You see what I mean? So, I'm digressing anyway, but that's a sort of an introduction to a demonstration we're going to be giving you. I will now introduce the eminent professor, Penrod Albrain, who will assist me in my demonstration of bilingualism.
Yes, thank you. You may call me Albrain. I'm sure you must have heard of my very, very well-known book called Spoken Sanskrit, translated by myself, of course, into 66 languages. I only just missed getting the Nobel Prize, and that was because most of the jury didn't understand what I'd written. I'm a man of great modesty, but I think I ought to talk a little bit about myself in view of my achievements. I was born in Transylvania of Anglo-German and Franco-Russian parents who spoke to each other in Swiss German during the week and in Afrikaans at weekend. My nurse spoke to me in Swahili. In view of my enormous gifts, I've been able to start a career for a long time, in fact, translating from 66 languages. In fact, I know 67 languages. I'm sure you worked it out. My only problem is I don't really speak any of them perfectly, because I get the accents muddled up. For example, English with a French accent and French with a German accent, or the other way around, French with an English accent and English with a German accent, when I feel very emotional. Now, that's probably due to my upbringing, in fact, and I want really to tell you something about my parents. My mother was the very well-known actress, Freebody Nakamova. And you've probably heard of I'm sure you may have heard of this famous film. Most of you are too young to have seen it. But it was called Goings On in the Grass. Now, I don't know why I wasn't allowed to see this, but I know that my mother was away a lot when I was in my early teens, and I used to ask my father, where is she? And he said, horizontal jogging. So I suppose she must have been very fit. I wanted to say something about my father. Now, he was a brilliant linguist, just like myself. He could learn a language very quickly. For example, he adopted a parrot from, well, after the death of the last surviving native speaker of Cornish, a woman from Land's End who died on her birthday, aged 109. And this parrot taught my father fluent Cornish in 2 weeks. It just goes to show. My father was actually a top diplomat, and he was tipped at one stage to be the next foreign secretary under Churchill's government. He got terribly excited once when Churchill sent him on a secret mission to discuss terms with Molotov in Moscow, because he thought that it had to be extremely secret. He decided to give this message to Molotov in Cornish. My father was very pleased with himself as he landed back in London. When he saw Churchill waiting for him on the tarmac, he thought, yes, I've got it, my promotion. He was rather surprised when Churchill sounded rather angry and said to him, Albran, I've had a phone call from Molotov, who says he doesn't understand anything that you said. And he says the answer to our question about terms is no. So, my father got the sack. The next day, he travelled down to Cornwall and was heard muttering something about a parrot on his way to the cliffs of Cornwall. I suppose he's probably wondering what step to take next. He took 3 steps and fell to his death on the rocks below. My mother always wanted me to follow in my father's footsteps into the diplomatic service. But I thought it was much safer to go into translation because I was so gifted with languages. And that's what I've done. In fact, I can make faultless translations. But as I say, I can't always speak the languages very well. But you'll see, what we're going to do is just a piece of cake. A piece of cake. You'll see.
Du gâteau, right. Thank you, Professor Albran. Now, moving along. Well, this is going to be, for those of you who don't know both French and English, this will help you out. And we're going to show you the translation. We're going to do a translation simultaneously. Professor Albran is going to... is going to help me translate a song, which I shall sing to you line by line, and he shall translate every time. So I thought I'd choose, a song from A Chorus Line, which maybe many of you know. The famous song, which I think is the sort of grand finale, and here we go. 1. No, that didn't come across so well. Let's try another one. From Mary Poppins. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Right, not that one. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay. Let's try one from the 60s, which is by the famous duo Simon and Garfunkel, called the 59th Street Bridge Song.
Ah, la chanson de la rue 59. Hein?
Tout à fait. Yes. Okay, here we go. Slow down, you move too fast.
Ralentissez, vous allez trop vite.
Got to make the morning last.
Il faut que vous fassiez durer la matinée.
Just kicking down the cobblestones.
Je suis en train de faire tomber les pavés à coups de pied.
Looking for fun and feeling groovy.
À la recherche d'amusement, je me sens groovy.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Je me sens groovy.
Hello lamppost, what you knowin'?
Bonjour, réverbère. Qu'est-ce que vous savez?
I've come to watch your flowers growing.
Je suis venu regarder pousser vos fleurs.
Ain't you got no rhymes for me?
Vous n'avez pas de rime pour moi?
Doo-doo-doo, feeling groovy.
Doudou, je me sens groovy.
I've got no deeds to to do, no promises to keep.
Je n'ai pas de bonnes actions à faire, ni de promesses à tenir.
I'm dappled and drowsy and ready for sleep.
Je suis moucheté et engourdi, je suis prêt pour le sommeil.
Let the morning time drop all its petals on me.
Permettez à la matinée de laisser tomber des fleurs, des pétales sur moi.
Life, I love you, all is groovy.
Vie, je vous aime. Tout est groovy.
And now we have some prose by Carol Hetzel, who is by Bill, well, yes, read by Carol. Your new computer.
The piece I'm going to read is taken from Bill Bryson's book, Notes from a Big Country, in which he describes some of the problems he faced trying to readjust to life in the USA after spending many years in England. Your new computer. Congratulations. You have purchased an Anthrax 2000 Multimedia 615X personal computer with digital doodah enhancer. It will give years of faithful service if you ever get it up and running. Getting ready. Congratulations. You have successfully turned the page and are ready to proceed. Important meaningless note. The Anthrax 2000 is configured to use 80386, 214J10 or higher processors, running at 2472 Hz on variable speed spin cycle. Check your electrical installations and insurance policies before proceeding. Do not tumble dry. To prevent internal heat buildup, select a cool, dry environment for your computer. The bottom shelf of a refrigerator is ideal. Unpack the box and examine its contents. Warning: do not open box if contents are missing or faulty, as this will invalidate your warranty. Return all missing contents in their original with a note explaining where they have gone. And a replacement will be sent within 12 working months. The contents of the box should include some of the following: keyboard with 2.5 inches of flex, computer unit, miscellaneous wires and cables, not necessarily designed for this model, 2,000-page owner's manual, short guide to the owner's manual, quick guide to the short guide, laminated super quick setup guide for people who are exceptionally impatient or stupid, and 292 cubic feet of styrofoam packing material. Something they didn't tell you in the shop. Because of the additional power needs of the pre-installed bonus software, you will need to acquire an auxiliary software upgrade pack, a 900-volt memory capacitator for the auxiliary software pack, a 50 megahertz oscillator unit for the memory capacitator, and an electrical substation. Setting up. Congratulations, you are ready to set up. If you have not yet acquired a degree in electrical engineering, now is the time to do so. Connect the monitor cable A to the port side outlet unit D. Attach power offload unit suborbiter X to the coaxial AC-DC servo channel G. Plug 3-pin mouse cable into keyboard housing unit. Make extra holes if necessary. connect to modem B2 to offside parallel audio-video line-out jack. Alternatively, plug the cables into the most likely looking holes and see what happens. Switch the computer on. Your hard drive will automatically download. Allow 3 to 5 days. Now it is time to install your software. Insert disk A, marked disk D or disk G, into drive slot B or J, and type "anybody home." At the command prompt, enter your license verification number. This can be found by entering your certified user number, which can be found by entering your license verification number. If you are unable to find your license verification or certified user numbers, call the software support line for assistance. Please have your license verification and certified user numbers handy, as the support staff cannot otherwise assist you. If you have not yet committed suicide, then insert installation diskette 1 in drive slot 2 or vice versa, and follow the instructions on your screen. Note, owing to a software modification, some instructions will appear in Romanian. Your screen will now say invalid file path, abort or continue. Warning, selecting continue may result in irreversible file compression, permanent loss of memory, and a default overload in the hard drive. On the other hand, selecting abort will require you to start the whole tedious, maddening installation process all over again. When the smoke has cleared, insert disk A2 marked to disk A1 and repeat as directed with each of the 187 other disks. When the installation is complete, return to file path and type your name, address, and credit card numbers and press send. This will automatically register you for our free software prize, Blank Screensaver 4, Nighttime in Deep Space, and allow us to pass your name to lots and lots of computer magazines, online services, and other commercial enterprises who will be getting in touch shortly. Congratulations! You are now ready to use your computer. Here are some simple exercises to get you off to a flying start. Writing a letter. Type "Dear" and follow it with the name of someone you know. Write a few lines about yourself and then write "Sincerely yours," followed by your own name. Congratulations! Saving a file. To save your letter, select File menu. Choose Retrieve from subdirectory A, enter a backup file number, and place an insertion point beside the macro dialog button. Select Secondary Text Box from the Merge menu, and double-click on the supplementary Cleared Document window. Assign the tile cascade to a merge file and insert in a text equation box. Alternatively, write the letter out in longhand and put it in a drawer. Troubleshooting section. Problem. I keep getting a message saying non-system general protection fault. Solution. This is probably because you are trying to use the computer. Switch it to off mode and any annoying messages will disappear. My computer is a piece of useless junk. Correct, and congratulations. You are now ready to upgrade to an Anthrax 3000 Turbo model, or to go back to pen and paper.